Welcome to Adventures in Solitaire. Today we'll be unboxing HEXplore It, the Forest of Adrimon. Alright, so this is going to be my first attempt at an unboxing. I haven't watched a lot of them, I watched a few, but I figure the way I'm going to kind of go about it is more of like a me just kind of sharing my thoughts, or it's like sharing excitement as I might with, like, say, a friend or somebody else like that. Just my general feelings about what I'm about to get into. This is for, of course, HEXplore It, the Forest of Admiron. I think I've got that right, Admiron. But this is, I've never played HEXplore It. It's been around for a while. I am definitely late to the party, whether that being for an unboxing or a review or really anything there. But I got it in. I'm excited about it, and like a lot of the things I have here, I'm sharing it because it's something that um, that's excited me, or that I feel is worthwhile to share, or I feel like I might want to express for one reason or another. I've already got it started just a little bit here before we took video, but that's it. This is a little sliver, and we'll go from there. I will say that taking a look at the box before I had got started here, it looks like it's a pretty dense box, um, which is good. You know, I want the box to be hardy there, and but you can see on the back, you can kind of see the thickness of that. That's pretty thick, and that's good news. It looks like it's got a little bit of a ding there or whatnot, but that's not too bad. I can live with that. But just beautiful box. I also kind of like. I noticed that. Ugh, heavy. I noticed that it has kind of like a book binding, which is really neat. So I can like put that almost anywhere, and unless you're a board game fan, if you're just somebody walking through the home, then you might not notice that it's actually a board game. But let's get this open and let's see what this looks like. All right, so there we go. Let's see, it says Volume 3. So this looks like this is an advert for, yeah, the Sands of Shirax, I believe. So that may be something, depending on how I feel about this, that may be something that I get in the future there. And then we have the dry erase markers I've heard so much about. Looks like we get 7 of them. And looks like we've got races that you can be, relics or artifacts there, more races. It's a decent clip of those there. Fawn, brownie. So a lot of like forest-like fantasy tropes there for races. I don't know which one I'll probably want to play there or not, but that's pretty cool. Oh, and it looks like we had a wood elf that slipped there. That's probably the first one I'll play. Is the stereotypical, fantasy fair there. Looks like we've got some baggies, which is always great for some storage. The rule book, which looks like it's really well done as far as the art. As far as how the rule book reads, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later. But that looks really nice. That's nice presentation, I think, there for the rule book. And then the storybook, which is interesting. I didn't realize that there was a story element to it. So see, I am very new to this. That's a surprise. I think the thing that probably drew me to this was the whole hex crawl element. Of course, with me doing the solo role playing, that hex piece gives me some really nice tiles. Should I want to go that route? I don't typically do that, but sometimes I will borrow from something, and it looks like some really beautiful work. It looks like we've got a single miniature here. Can't tell the race or what it is there, but there we go. And I like that they've got that insert off top that's layered. I really like it when they layer those inserts and give you some really good storage. And deck boxes, that's even better. It is incredibly rare. In fact, I don't know that I have a single game that contains uh, deck boxes. Um, but yeah, that's awesome. I think the only other question I have is will it fit on this in a sleeve? Don't know. Let's see. It looks like it might just fit if it were sleeved. I'll have to give that a shot with some of my sleeves that I have and for backup there. It looks like we get 3 decks worth of cards. It looks like they are organized into type. Whether they're organized in sorting for print, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. Got this piece here. Not really sure what this does, but I guess we'll find out when we play it. Um, Plenty of dice. Not going to complain about that. Not going to complain about that. It looks like they're okay. Another insert here. Ooh, that's all the way across. Let's see what we have here. Looks like we have, what are these? I believe these were probably your classes, if I had to guess. Utility, sapper, hauler. I'm sorry, you probably can't see that there, but they're given that, I guess, the type there. And they're color coded to type 2. Verdant Keeper, Solipsist, Floromancer, huh. Druid, Stormcaller. That sounds like it might be pretty cool. That or the Druid. I kind of tend to like the magical characters for fantasy. Sometimes I'll go with like a Ranger or a Rogue, but the Historian, that sounds cool too. Battle Mat. And it looks like we're getting into. By the way, these boards are thick. That's usually when you get these, when I think of them being like of a good construction, they're normally not even this thick. Most of them are pretty thin and they're serviceable, but this is really thick and it's got that gloss on it for those pins, those markers. I'll be interested to see how it is. I'm a little leery of it. I haven't done any research on it, but I know a lot of times those markers, if you do not clear them off after you're done with them, if you get to walk away and they've set too long or it's been in a hot, dry environment, they can leave some permanent residue there that can be hard to get off. So I'll be interested to see if that's a problem. I may need to research that a little bit, or better yet, just take extra good care of it so that doesn't happen. Not that I wouldn't anyway. Battle mat there. Looks like you can keep track of a lot of stuff there. Warden. That might be interesting. Almost sounds kind of like a ranger. More bad guys. Soul Reaver. Now that sounds cool. Who doesn't want to be a Soul Reaver? Let's see. Wayposts. So this looks like it's some sort of a, I don't know, maybe it's like a guide or player's like a player's aid or something there. The boards are a little warped just a little bit, but I'm sure I can mess with them and live with that. Yeah, yeah, more player's aids there. Enraged Elemental. Looks like we got some more player aids. Um, Potentially. A Wendigo. And looks like some more player aid type stuff there. This looks pretty interesting. I'm actually pretty excited to give this one a shot. Let's lift this up. Let's see what's under here. I love it. It's multi-layered. So as far as the durability, yeah, that's pretty good. This is like what I would call like a maybe like a mid-range durability for like a plastic insert. I've certainly seen some that are weaker. Usually they are, but there's some like I think Awakened Realms has some really nice inserts. But yeah, that's still really good. I'm definitely happy to have that in there. And now it looks like we're getting to our cardboard. And this is not going to want to come out easy, so I'm going to have to move some stuff around and kind of dump it here. See if I can catch it. Yep, there we go. Kind of lay that across there. So, huh. Just kind of taking a look at the terrain there to see what kind of the detail that's there. I imagine this is going to look really beautiful. Yeah, I was wondering if it had these. So I was looking at the online. I was trying to see like the components that it came with, and it mentioned these tiles, but I didn't see any count of these. I was hoping that these would be in there because I know that somewhere I'd read that you can kind of use these kind of willy-nilly like. Maybe not. We'll have to read over the rules, but that's really cool. I love exploration games and discovery, like discovering treasures, discovering sites, just never knowing what's around that next corner. I really enjoy that. Um, and it doesn't look like it's really too combat heavy with a lot of miniature movement. It looks like it's just your party and you have some sort of a battle and you fight it. Little spider webs in there, stuff there. Huh. Pretty cool. Keep moving along here. And again, you'll have to forgive me. This is my first time. I'm literally going through it like I would in person, trying to speak my thoughts uh, to voice. But yeah, this looks really neat. Um, as long as I can keep myself out of that headspace of numbers and math, and I can kind of just help these give me that picture of where I'm at and where I'm going, what that must be like, what that feels like, all that kind of stuff. I think that this could be really, really immersive if it's done right. That's really cool. It kind of almost reminds me of, I'm trying to remember what the name of the game was because it's one I plan on playing through and reviewing. The Barbarian Prince. Yeah, that's right. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that when I'm looking at it, but that may just be me. Um, hmm, some awesome locations. It looks like there's some sort of a crystalline formation or something there, some waterfalls and some other things going on. Yeah, lots of fun to explore there. One of the concerns I had with this, just kind of thinking out loud, is the back of these tiles are all look like they, if you were to fit them together as like a puzzle, it looks like they'd form a picture. And one of the things that I was kind of concerned about is that you're kind of marking your cards or marking your draw pile there for the tiles. I'm sure it's probably a lot to do about nothing, but hopefully my head won't try to play with me on that. Hmm. Some more sites there. It looks like a mushroom grove or something there. Pretty cool. All right. And this is the last one here. It also doesn't look like there's too many tokens. That's one thing that kind of I like games that do their best to stay away from is a lot of micromanagement, a lot of fiddliness with a bunch of little tokens everywhere, and it doesn't look like this has too many of those. It looks like that'll be minimal, that you won't have to be pulling those out too often. So that's just good stuff. I'd punch these out, but I really don't want to. I don't want to. Well, I guess I can punch one out and just kind of get a feel for it. But yeah, that's some good. That is some really good sturdy stock for the tiles. Beautiful game. All right, now I can't wait to get it out and play it. I'm gonna have to get it out, and definitely I'll share my thoughts. I know, like anything else, it'll have things I want, have things I don't want, or whatnot. But we'll see where it kind of lands in that happy medium, and whether or not this is something I definitely want to keep on investing in. I will be trying to get a hold of, oh, what was it? The Valley of the Dead King, I think is the name of the title in HEXplore. It was the first one. So definitely out of order here, but with the Valley of the Dead King, I'll be interested to see what kind of things are different or what have changed there, as well as how much I can mix and match some of this. But anyway, all stuff I'll have to look at. Anyway, so if you've held on this long, congrats to you because I am sure that this being my first attempt is not the best. But again, I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts as what I thought was. I pulled it out. I think I've done that, and I really appreciate you hanging in there. And um, hopefully we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye. Oh. Not so fast. So I did forget. I did not go through any of these cards, but I don't think there's a lot of pictures on these. I think these are, um, I think these are just basically numbers and info and text. Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna get a whole lot through this, but what we guess we could do is, let's not get these out of order just in case. I don't think it matters, but still a little warped, but not too bad. Cardstock's okay. It's probably not the best, but once you get sleeves on these things, I don't think it's going to matter anymore. Especially if you're getting like, say, I like the MIDI premiums, so especially if you're getting something like that, that's good middling ground on price and protection and sturdiness. I think you'll be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get these things sleeved and excited. All right. So again, I think the rest of those are pretty much going to be the same, but just lots of stuff here. And lots of stuff I'll get a look or get a playthrough. Again, thank you again for your time if you're still here. Goodbye.